All right, guys, here's the recording of the webinar that we were going to, or the training that we were going to do originally on Thursday that we were unable to do. Unfortunately, we had some conflict within the webinar system that we use. And anyway, so I'm going to record this for you. What we talked about, or the title of the webinar was Market Like a Pro on Social Media. And in the previous webinar, we had talked about the using the Markhive tool as a tool to help increase our exposure through social media and through the internet, and utilizing and leveraging the tools and the people within this community, and all working together to again help increase everybody's exposure throughout all the social media channels, and being able to do that at a single location, a single hub, if you will, and do it very very effectively, and do it for the most part for free. The tools that are available in the system right now that I'm using are all free tools. Some of the team members have already signed up for their free system, and we're being added to a group, which I'll show you here in a minute. And we're going to be doing some very special trainings, if you will, or not only trainings, but collaborating on some marketing, if you will, some free marketing, and there'll be some opportunity as well, maybe down the road. I'm not paying for any ads in the system. There are ads available that you can buy through Market Hive. That's entirely up to you if you decide to do that. What I would tell you is this, is that your priority, if you're going to spend any money for your business and you have not yet been to an advanced training, or we have the convention coming up. You've obviously need to be at the convention, but the SOS trainings that are coming up, the convention, those are and becoming a season pass holder. Those are your three priorities in terms of any money that you would put out for your business, because that's what's going to create the best results for you. Um, Beyond that, if you want to invest additional money and other tools and stuff for your business, it's entirely up to you. But again, if you want to build a successful business with FES, your priority in terms of investment into your business is absolutely, getting to the SOS, getting to the convention, and becoming a season pass holder. So all right, so with that being said, when you come to the Market Hive site, the link is going to be included in along with this video or this recording that I'm sending to you. When you come here, it's going to, and you hover over the sign up tab, and you click on it, it's going to pop this little window up. What you're going to do is you're going to sign up with one of your accounts, either through Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, any of these accounts on here. You just click on it, right? And it will sign you up into the system. It'll take you through a series of steps, and you'll just authorize it to use that particular social media channel to sign up for the system. So once you sign up into the system, Tom has some note. Tom Pendergast, who's the developer of this
Alpha
system.
Legacy, the test of fire.
Shut this off. So there's some information in here for his system. This is something that he is developing right now. I've known Tom since the early, or myself personally, since early 2000. He's been in the marketplace for a long time, developing different types of internet marketing tools, if you will, relationship building tools. Developed one of the first autoresponders ever prior to Aweber and Get Response and those types of systems. But anyway, so he's got this system that he's developing. There are some pieces within this that are still under development. There are some new pieces that are going to be coming on board that are all, again, tools that we can use to help our business, to help grow our FES business, to help expose our business at a higher level. It's going to be pretty cool. So, with that being said, as you scroll down here, once you log in, you're going to see that there's an opportunity here to become a Legacy Alpha founder. You're going to not pay any attention to that, and you're just going to go through and become a free member at this point, okay? Um, So don't worry about any of that stuff. You don't have to put your credit card information in, and you're good to go. All right, so let me go here. So once you sign in, what you're going to do is you're going to want to go to your profile settings. Anytime you sign up for any of these types of communities, if you will, social media communities, because really that's what this is. This is a community that of other internet marketers from all different other businesses that are all working together within this system. Okay. Think about it that way. We're creating exposure for this system where we're going to expose our information on, and the system again will make it very easy for us each to expose all of our information on all the different social media channels. But again, with any of these types of systems, there's always going to be where you want to set up a profile. Okay, and you want to make sure that you complete that profile with and fill out all of the information that's on there because it just makes it easier for people to connect with you. And at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for, is for people to connect with. Okay, so make sure that you have full name, email address. The only thing I don't have in here is my mailing address. I don't want somebody to show up at my door. So, and I would suggest the same. I mean, um, unless you have a business office or PO box, but anyway, I filled out everything on here except for my home address. And that's in the general account settings. Shows my identity, verified identity. Uh, Markhive combines the benefit of a robust social network of hardworking entrepreneurs with a powerful suite of online marketing tools, which are vital to every successful business. All of this is 100% available to you for free. The system is paid for through advertising due to the high levels of traffic it generates. Um, so what they do, in some cases, you may be asked to verify with your credit card. Somebody else told me that they weren't. I don't know, but it asks you here. It says there's no cost to you whatsoever. In order to prevent abuse, each member is required to verify their identity using a valid credit card number. This will open up all areas of the system to you. Again, there's no cost to do this. The credit card will not be charged. The system will simply verify that you are a real person, authenticating your identity using the credit card you provide. I did that. I have access to all of the tools available in the system. You can go ahead and do that. They are not going to charge anything. Again, I've known this group of people for several years, and they're all about integrity and providing tools and resources to help you market your business. So put your information there so that you do have access to everything that it has to offer. Okay, so then once you do that, there is a group, as I said. I've created a group here. I'm adding um, the team as they come into the system, adding them to that group so that we're going to work together to help increase each other's exposure, everybody that wants to participate in that. Payments, I've already got that set up. I put the credit card in. Social networks, you're going to want to connect your social networks to the system. So I have set up right now, I have verified my account with Facebook, YouTube, Google, Twitter, Instagram, uh, Amazon, Foursquare, Discuss, Reddit, LiveJournal, PayPal, GitHub, Twitch, Yahoo, WordPress, and Stack Exchange. So there's a couple other ones here that I'm going to add. My Vimo, actually I have a problem with Vimo, but Blogger, LinkedIn, and Windows Live. You want to add all of these accounts to this, okay? And there's going to be ways where you're going to be able to pull information to subscribers that sign up for um, there's going to be a way for you to actually, as you put information in this system, there'll be a way that that information can automatically be pushed to subscribers that subscribe to your information. Okay, I'll just say it like that. So either through Facebook, Google, Twitter, Instagram, through any of these types of accounts, all right? If they subscribe and they subscribe utilizing one of those, the information that you create will automatically go out to their location. So it's a great way to share information. Okay, just another uh, piece built into this tool. So notifications, you could just set this up, friends, friend requests, I receive an email. Someone suggests a friend, I receive an email. I mean, I'm not getting a lot of email out of the system, so don't worry too much about that. Accepted requests, email, group requests, new leads. Obviously, you want to get that through email. Let's say email, group invites. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, this is both email and through the system. Okay, so I'm going to leave that with both messages through email, activity feed, both. Okay, so that's all good. Blocked members, I haven't blocked anybody, so there shouldn't be anybody there. But obviously, somebody has a bad experience with somebody, and for whatever reason you don't want to be friends with them anymore, you can block them if you need to. So. Okay, so that's all underneath your settings. Okay, so when you sign up, you want to go to your settings. Make sure you upload an image for yourself. Don't not. I mean, if you're gonna set it up, if you're gonna set the system up and you're not gonna upload an image, don't even bother because people want to connect with people that they can, see. They can They want to see what you look like. Okay, it's kind of creepy if somebody signs up for something. They signs up and then they just leave the silhouette up there. You don't know who this person is, whether it's somebody just trying to pretend to be that person or, so it's all about being social. Um, okay, so that's all under the settings, right? If you go here, and then if you go to when you click on your name up here, it's going to bring you to your home page. Um, One of the settings that you want to do is okay, so when you go to your profile page, there's another set of settings here, which is your profile page settings. Okay, so you want to go there, and this is where you upload your picture. Don't worry about any of this right now. Recent activity, public, who can post to your page. And what that means is your profile page. Who do you want to allow to be able to post to your profile page? I have that set on only me. I don't want other people posting on that page there because that's the kind of like the entry page to my system and to my profile. Okay, so the only information that will be seen there will be perhaps a video that I put up for my business, and some other. I can make that actually like a capture page, if you will. So. But again, if it's set to members, friends, you want to have it set to only me, okay? Meaning only you, obviously. All right, so that's your profile settings, and I'm going to fix up my page here. You know, the way that this system is designed and what it's really designed for is to attract by providing value, by having a unique selling proposition. There are people out there that are trying to build their own business but aren't having any success with that, and they don't have any mentorship, they don't have any leadership, they don't have the proper tools. Okay, this system is designed to bring those people in to the system, because what you're doing is you're marketing the resources within this tool, and you're going to be bringing in people into through your system that are looking for tools, they're looking for resources, they're looking for training, they're looking to be led, they're looking to perhaps be get involved with somebody who actually is doing something with their business. Okay, so it creates an opportunity that through that type of exposure, exposing yourself as a leader in the marketplace through this system and having these free tools available for them to use, then you're going to attract some people to you that again are looking for tools and looking for somebody to lead them. So that's the concept behind the system. But again, we're going to be, I use the system because of all the tools. I know the other thing, there's other ways to use the system, and we can certainly use it to promote our business, promote FES, promote the products, and through us doing that together as a group and as a team, it's just going to create that much more exposure. The thing that you need to recognize is that there's enough out there for everybody. So you can't be, if you're the mindset that you're afraid that somebody might get something that you think you should have gotten, then this probably isn't going to work for you. Okay, because we have to be willing to share each other's information that each person creates. Okay, so if you create something, for example, let's say you write an article or you create some information about a specific product that we have or the opportunity, I'm going to share that information through my network. Okay. By the same token, if I create something, you're going to share that through your network. And but by the fact that we're doing this all together collectively as a group, okay, it just creates a greater exposure for all of us, right? And we can take that all of that exposure and direct it at one location where uh, potentially we can start to generate leads through that one system, right? That we can rotate to everybody. And because of all of our involvement in it, we're creating that exposure. So that's a perfect, in a perfect scenario or perfect situation, that's what it would look like. But the reality is this, is that, what do we look at? What can we do here? What's the minimum that we can do, and what's the minimum potential outcome? And that is that if we use the system and we share information through the system, it's going to create more exposure for you. It's going to create a greater reach for you. And today, it's all about your reach. What is your reach in the marketplace? I'm going to share with you a text message that I got from a young lady that signed up with my business, and she literally came to my website, paid her 286. I woke up on Saturday morning, and there she was. So I reached out to her and called her, left her a message, wanted to obviously welcome her to the team and talk with her a little bit and find out, you know, what she knew about us, and why was she getting involved? Okay, I didn't know what she knew because she didn't call me and go through that normal process where I expose information to her. So I didn't know what she did know or what she didn't know, and anything about her. Okay, so I also sent her a text message. I said, "Hey Celeste, this is Mark. Welcome to the team. Please give me a call when you get a second." And she sent me a text back and said, "Working my 9 to 5 today. If I don't reach you later, I will try tomorrow. Liked your internet presence with FES. That's why I joined your team." So, for me, it works. I mean, as long as it's another one of those things that you got to work at it on a consistent basis and just do a little bit to continue to increase your exposure. And if you're willing to do that, then you have the potential of that kind of thing happening. Um, but it's the same thing as being when we market offline and when we're talking to people and we're out there exposing our business. We tell the agents all the time, don't have any expectation of the with the people that you're talking to. The worst thing that you can do is have a conversation about FES with somebody and have an expectation that they're going to do something, because that is going to kill you every time. Number one, they can see that. And number two, when they don't do what you expect them to do, you're going to be disappointed. And those are the types of things that when you're early on in your career, you have those types of things happen enough times, right? And you haven't been to enough trainings to understand that whole dynamic, it'll crush you. You'll be done, right? After you get like 5, 10 people, even if you get to that number, right? Because I believe that by the third time, for some people, it might be the first time somebody says, you know, I'm not interested, or says something negative, that really ends it for you. So you can't have any expectation, because the reality is this, is that I'm not expecting anything from you. I'm sharing with you what it is that I can do for you, or what I have available. And if you or anybody that you know needs it or is interested, at least this way you know where you can get it from. I don't expect you to do anything today, tomorrow, the next day. Um, but if you do decide to do it, great. Okay. So if you have that type of attitude, then you're not going to be affected. It's the same thing online as it is offline. Was a point I was getting to, is that when you're marketing online and you're creating, like when I go out and I write a 300 word to 500 word blog post, I put it online. I mean, I don't like just sit there and wait for leads to come in. I know that if I do that continuously over the next 30 days, that it will greatly increase my exposure online, and I may pick up a couple of people as a result of that. No different than if I was out talking with 20 or 30 people, okay? But you need to do, you need to be doing, certainly need to be doing both of those things, because it's an accumulation of leads from all of the efforts that you do in terms of marketing that's going to help you, that's going to make you successful with your business. So, um, all right, so back to the profile page here. So, what I was trying to explain to you here through the Markhive is that, if we all work together, the only thing that's going to come out of it is good, because you're going to have more exposure, right? At the end of the day, people are going to know who you are. They're going to say, "Hey, that's so and so." I mean, I've had people meet me and say, "Hey, I've seen you online. You're Mark Bustamante or whatever." It's like, great. It's just because I put a lot of information out there, and you're going to have the same thing that happen to you if you utilize the system correctly. And you're certainly going to learn some stuff about online marketing. But again, make sure that it's a variety of things that you do that generate those leads. And this is just one of those systems that can make it real easy for you to handle the online portion. So, anyways, with all that being said, um, I have already created a blog post. So, which I'm going to talk about now, because we already talked about, we got you set up. I went through the settings, went through your profile page settings as well. Now we're looking at the profile page here. When you look at the profile page, think of it just like Facebook, LinkedIn, any of those other ones. Okay, there's ads here off to the right. There's webinars going on that Tom does with regard to the Market Hive. And like I said, this tool is a really cool tool. There'll be conference rooms that'll be coming into play later on, and other tools and stuff that they'll be putting in here. But anyway, so one of the things that we do in the system is we post blogs in here. This is where we post articles. A blog post is nothing more than an article, an informational article. Okay, so I posted an article in here: top 5 reasons to fix your credit for 2016. It's had 22 views. If you click on the link here, it will take you to the blog post that I created, right? So, and I uploaded an image with it, and there it has a link to um, a capture page here at the bottom. If I open up that link, so if somebody reads that article, for example, and they get to the bottom here, it's got my phone number, it's got a link here that they can click on that takes them here to the free credit ebook. They can now fill out some information, download that, and guess what? They become a lead at that point. So um, okay, so I've written this article here. Very simple. I mean, one of the easiest ways one of the easiest things to do when you're writing an article is the top 3, top 5, top 10, something like that. Just put together some, bullet points, 1, 2, 3, or 4, 5. Um, Put together some bullet points and write about each one of them. Okay. Um, so that's a real easy way to do an article to start. It doesn't have to be 5, it could be 3. It could be the top 3 reasons, you know, why you need to fix your credit for 2016. The top 3. I've got another article that I'm going to post in here. So, um, and I'll walk you through that process. So let's go back to blogs here. So when you're writing these blog posts or you're writing these articles, the thing that's really cool is, number one, they should be non-promotional. You're not trying to promote yourself. you're just, or your product per se, you're giving information. People want to read and learn, so you're giving information. Okay, my top five reasons why you want to why you want to fix your credit for 2016. I mean, it was, it's information. Maybe it helps. Maybe somebody will read it and say, "Oh, that's a good reason why I need to do it." But it's two things. It's for information that you're going to be giving out to people, and it's also to create awareness for you and who you are, and create that exposure online. Okay, and it doesn't have to be the writing. They say when you write a post, a blog post, that you should address a seventh or eighth grader level, okay, because that's going to capture the majority of the marketplace out there. Because if you start writing too complicated, or you're going to lose a lot of people. All right, so that's what makes it as well easy to write. Okay, and it's really just something that you got to sit down and try to do. Certainly, we have enough information that you can take from within our website that you can use, in your back office, in your protection plan site. There's ideas that you can get in terms of products, and from the PowerPoints, and you don't want to copy anything per se, but you can certainly get some ideas as far as what you want to write about, and then typically it takes me about 15, 20 minutes to put together a 300 word article. So I'll do that while I'm sitting watching something. If you have some background noise going on, watching something on TV, or listening to something, and I'll just be writing. And again, so 15 minutes, half hour, you should be able to pump something out that is worth posting, because hey, there's people out there that may not know, the information that you're writing, they may not know it. So, and worst case scenario, it's going to just create some more exposure for you, okay? Because we're going to be sharing that post throughout our networks. All right, so um, I'm going to go to my blog post. I'm going to write a new blog post, and I've already got one written actually. So I'm going to click on that button here, and I'm going to select a category. So I want to show you how easy this is. Now, the other thing, before I actually do this post here, if you are on the Financial Empowerment Network website as a member, and you're utilizing the Markhive, it will automatically, or you can tell it to um, post automatically whatever you post in Markhive onto our financial empowerment site. So here is that blog post that you saw that I just did here, um, under, get out of here for a minute. Okay, so the blog post that I posted here, top five reasons to fix your credit for 2016. It's also here, right? But I didn't post it here. It was automatically pushed here to the um, FEN website. So I created that post over at Markhive, and it automatically pulled it into the system. Okay, so that's very cool. So now I didn't have to do it twice. I only did it one time, and that's part of the beauty of the system. So, all right, so I'm going to write a new post now, and post to blog. I'm going to leave that set there, and I'm going to select category. I'm going to select money and finance, and the post title. I've already written the blog post. Okay, so this one here is titled Five Steps. Fix that. Five steps to preparing your credit score for a new mortgage loan. Okay, so uh, make sure that you have, obviously, you want to have somebody proofread, your document. You want to do a spell check on it. When I look at this here that I wrote, again, this took me about 30 minutes to write it, 15 between 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, and there is word count is 467. Your word count wants to be between 300 and 500 for the best. It doesn't have to be any more than 500, but it should be more than 300. Okay. And this is not earth-shattering information. This is just basic stuff, but it's again, the idea is to create exposure for you because you're becoming the authority by putting this information out there. Just common sense stuff. If I Googled that title, I'd probably pull up uh, millions of pages all on the same topic. So what? This one I wrote. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to copy, and this one's going to lead back to my information. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go here, and I'm going to put that as my post title. And I'm not going to put anything here. My tags, for my tags, I'm going to put credit score. I'm actually using words that are in my title. Credit score, mortgage loan, and think of tags as a way of just giving somebody an idea as to what the article is about. Okay, it's like a keyword almost, or a tag, are pretty close to the same idea. But again, it just gives you, so if somebody were to come to this article and they see credit score, mortgage loan, new home financing, they're going to know kind of, okay, this article is about, credit and getting a mortgage, right? Okay, so we got credit score, mortgage loan. I'm going to put in here home loan. So usually you want to put about three tags. You want to separate it with a comma. Okay. Again, you don't need to put anything here. If you put a link in here, what it is going to do is that when they click on the actual title, the post title, it'll take them away from this article to that other page, and we don't want to necessarily do that in this scenario here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this now. I've already written it. I've had it proofread. I've spell checked it. It's got enough words. And excuse me, I'm going to paste it in here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look to make sure that everything looks okay. Right. Now what I want to do is I want to put an image in here. So I don't have an image yet saved for that. So I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to search. The title of my topic has to do with credit scores and mortgage loans. So I'm going to just put in here a couple getting mortgage loan. And I'm going to find an image in here. And so, and my article is 5 steps to preparing your credit score for a new mortgage loan. So I might, there's a number of, obviously I want to go with a happier scenario, right? There seem to be some pretty happy people on this page. I kind of like this one here. as well that one. So anyway, you just find an image. Now, one of the things that you want to do when you find an image, obviously you want to make sure that it doesn't have any watermark on it, because if it's got a watermark on it, then you could receive a notice from that company saying, "Hey, take that picture off of there." Um, Here's one with a for sale sign behind it. I like that. Um, but what you want to do when you, like, for example, if I wanted to use this image, I would not save this image here. What I do is I want to go to, you have visit page and view image. You want to go to view image because that's going to give you the true size of the image. And then from here now you can download the image. Okay. So I'm going to save image as. I got a special folder where I'm saving those on my computer. You can save it to your desktop. Um, so if I wanted it, I'm going to go here. So you can save it in a folder on your desktop, and that way you know where it's at. Because what I'm going to do now is back in my Markhive, I'm going to add an image to this article. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to select the image icon, right? Mouse over it, it says image. I'm going to pick that, and what I'm going to do is I need to actually upload that image to be able to use it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back at the in the FEN website, okay? In order to use this image, what I have to do is I have to upload that image someplace, and then use that address that it creates in the Markhive so that it will pull up that image. I can't upload the image directly to Markhive because then what happens is that takes up space on their servers, and they don't want a bunch of people uploading a bunch of images or media type stuff into their server because it just takes up so much space. So I'm logged into the FEN website, and this is something that you can do as well. Okay, so what you want to do is you just want to go into your dashboard when you log into the site, and that image that I'm going to use in my article in Markhive, I'm going to upload it one time here. I'm going to go to media, and I'm going to say add new. Very easy to do. I'm going to upload that image that I'm going to be using in the Markhive. Select file, and I'm going to select it here. I'm going to go to my Dropbox, and you're going to go to your desktop or wherever you have that image saved. Um, and I'm going to upload it. And now what it's done is it's created a new address for it that's relative or related to my site, my website, not somebody else's, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that address, and then now I'm going to use that in the Markhive so that that image will show up in my article on Markhive. And I put the address here, boom, and I'm going to call this, what I would do for alternate text is I will use the same title that I used for my article, 5 Steps to Preparing Your Credit Score for New Mortgage Loan. And that's just some what we refer to as search engine optimization with regard to the image itself. Just a good idea to do that. I'm going to go and see what the size looks like in here. Okay, so the size looks okay. If I needed to change the size once it's in here, I just click on the image and then I see those little boxes show up there, and I can drag and make this image either shorter or smaller or larger. I kind of like I like a nice size image in there, and I'm going to leave that just like that. I think it looks really cool. So the other thing that I need to do is I need to add a link into my article. So if somebody does come to my article, I want them to be able to do something. Okay, once they come to the article, perhaps they were looking to buy a home and they knew they had some credit challenges, or they're looking to get their credit online so that they can um, so that they can get their credit score where it needs to be, so they can buy a home. So what let's say they came again to this article here and they read it, whatever, they got to the bottom. It says, if you're interested in learning more about how a professional service can help you, go to, and I put a link on here, professional credit service, credit repair service, okay? And I'm going to link that word with one of the capture pages, and you can do the same thing with your FEN capture pages. Which, by the way, I know that we were having an issue with the site. I'm not even sure that they are actually even up right now, but let me see something here. Now, right now, I've got a problem, something going on with the site where for some reason, the links have disappeared, and we'll get that fixed here shortly. So anyway, back to here where we are here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to link that phrase to a capture page. Okay, so right now I'm going to save this as a draft because I want to go grab one of my links. This right now shows pending, so I've saved it as a draft at this moment. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to one of the other tools that's within this system is to be able to shorten links. Okay, there's a link shortener. I'm going to go there because I've got some links saved, and I'm going to use this link right here. So I'm going to use that link right there. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to go back to my blog. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the, once I'm back here to blogs, I'm going to go to my blog. And the one that's pending here, I'm going to click on the little pencil there. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to add that link down here. So I'm going to paste over that. And I'm going to go here to the link icon. Click on that. And then it's going to ask me for a link. Where do I want it to go? I'll connect it there. Boom, there it is. Sometimes what I'll do is I like to, just to make that stick out, I'll do a bold on it. Okay. And now I'm going to update and publish. Boom. Okay. So now I've created this new, see it shows 0 views. I've created this new post here. That's what it looks like. And if somebody comes here to this, you can read it. You can go down here, click on the link, and that will take them directly to this capture page here, which is set up with the on the FEN um, lead site. So that worked well. And then what will happen is that eventually the system, the Markhive system, twice a day will push. For example, I've just posted this blog article here. This will be pushed over to the FEN website, just like this one here was pushed over to the FEN blog. So now it's sharing that information on the blog post. Like I said, I don't have to do it twice. I only got to do it one time. So this one here will eventually, at some point, end up over here again on the FEN blog. If and somebody also has the ability to come in here and they can share this information. So what we're going to do as a group, once we start having some people participating in this whole process here, we're going to all be sharing each other's information on Facebook, G+, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Dig, Read It, all these Twitter, all these other different locations. And if you do that, if that's being done over just a short period of time, say like 30 days, the result of that can be pretty huge. Okay, and so that's the idea. Using the Market Hive, and there's going to be a lot of other things that are happening and other tools within the system that we're going to go through. See something here that we're going to go through as time goes on and as these other tools start to get developed within the system that again are all just designed to help us already to market our FVS business, right? So if the company comes out with some capture pages and a marketing system, we can, that, or not necessarily a marketing system, but capture pages. People, that's just one part of the sale funnel. Now we have to get traffic to those capture pages so that people will sign up. Okay, and there's a couple different ways of doing that. This system here is one way of doing that at a very high level. Um, but so anyway, so that's the idea. And again, there's going to be other tools that are going to be implemented or released in the system as it continues to mature. So, um, and we're going to talk about all those things. I just wanted to, show you today how simple it was to create that blog post. Now, one of the ideas that we're going to have is, or that we have, is that we're going to have a single blog that may be separate from the FEN site that I can set up very easily. That will be posting to multiple. All of us will be posting to multiple blogs that will all have an opportunity to post our links on and our capture pages. And again, if you're doing it in multiple locations throughout the internet, that's pretty powerful for you. So that's about it for today. I think that's enough information at this point. We're going on 49 minutes here with the recording, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot of questions. Um, just hang in there for a second as this stuff starts to develop. Um, there'll be more information come out. I want everybody to get set up first, I guess, with their Markhive account, right? Once you get your Markhive account set up, your settings, your profile settings, then we can start talking about um, the blogging. Okay, some people are going to want to do that. Some people may not want to do that. Might not be their interest. That's okay. But for those of you that do want to participate with that on a maybe once a week type basis where we're all creating some content once a week to submit to the system, I think it would be well worth the time spent, the half hour spent to do that. So, but we can all talk more about that in our next webinar. So anyway, if you got any questions, feel free to give me a call, 954-707-2932, and shoot me a text or give me a buzz. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you might have. All right, take care, and we'll be talking soon.